Hello and welcome back to my garden. In today's episode I will be showing you the roses that are still blooming in my garden, and some of them are still on the first flush. I have a few that are on the second flush and I will be showing updates about them as well. So let's start today's garden tour with a showstopper, and that's rose Trendy by Fino Gino. I purchased this rose a couple of months ago from a local garden center and I couldn't be happier with my choice. This rose deserves his own video, and that is on my to-do list, but for now I can say it's a healthy rose with a mild fragrance and the flowers last between 1 or 2 weeks on the plant. I planted this rose in a pot because there is no more space in my borders, but I'm very happy that I can keep this next to my deck, and it's great to see it every time I get in and out of the house. The flowers, they will change color as they age, but they are still looking nice. They are a lighter color. And also what is very nice about this rose, it's a fragrant rose. So I think this is very beautiful and one of my favorites.
Vixen on the beat.
The second rose for today is Joie de vivre by Kordes. This is also named Cream Veranda or Cream Flower Circus. This is a patio rose, small and compact but with a lot of flowers. It has a mild fragrance and I can say is exceptionally healthy. Mine has an odd shape because has been broken by my dogs, but this rose is very beautiful. In the winter, when we'll go dormant, I think I will be moving this in a pot and I will leave this place to another rose that needs a bigger space. The flowers, they keep on the plant for a long time, and let's say for about 1 week. The next one is an update on Rose You're Beautiful by Friar. I was very impressed by how long the flowers last, but they are not looking great in all this time. They went from this to this in just a few days. I think the flower lasted for about 2 weeks in total, but they were not aging very gracefully. Everything else is great about this rose. For a reason was named Rose of the Year 2013. It grows very nice and is healthy. It's coping very well in this pot where it's sunny all day up until 6 p.m. and it also has a tree and some bushes behind that are stealing moisture. So for a baby rose, it's doing very well. Now I want to show you Rose Duchess of Cornwall. This is a new rose to me this year and is becoming one of my favorites. It has 6 or 7 months since I planted and it's already on the second flush, and it has so many flowers. They last for a very long time, it's more than 1 week. They change color as they age and they become lighter. The foliage is exceptionally clean and healthy, and I'm very happy with the size of the bush so far into the season. Next I have Rose Ascot by Dannahue. It has a burgundy color, darker than what you see on the screen. This is the second flush this year. It's very healthy and lightly scented. Here I have the beautiful rose Sweet Juliet by David Austin. The flowers last for a very long time and they smell very nice. They last for more than 2 weeks. This is a very healthy rose, no problems with insects or any disease. Speaking of disease, I want to show you another David Austin, and this is Wolverton Old Hall. The flowers are gorgeous, I love them very much, but the plant itself is struggling quite bad with black spot. I will definitely try to save this one, and I will be spraying it, even if this is not something that I want to be doing with all my roses. But this one I think it deserves a second chance, and I will try to save it. I will be filming an episode about what I will try to do in order to save it, so stay tuned if you want to see it. Next I want to show you my Bliss Parfuma by Kordes. This is also a new rose to me this year. I love the blend of color on this one and it has put quite a few flowers already. This is looking very good for a bare root that I have only planted this winter. It's healthy and fragrant and I know this will be a good rose in my garden. Next I have Rose Tropicana by Dannahue. This is a wonderful rose that smells amazing. One of the first roses that I purchased because of her smell. I grow her in a pot because she actually was on her way out of my garden, but I decided to change the location and to give other conditions because I like her so much and she responded very well. I'm impressed by how good she looks now in terms of foliage. Last year she was really bad affected by some disease I think, but now she's better and she's definitely a keeper. Here I have an update on my Kiss Me Kate by Kordes. This is a climber, very vigorous, and the flowers are gorgeous. They smell divine, and they are like a bell shape and fairly large. They don't last too long, but they are very beautiful. Here in a pot I have Rose A Whiter Shade of Pale by Colin Pearce. This one is in the second flush. Now she has more flowers than the first time, but smaller in size. They are very fragrant, very nice shape, like a classic hybrid tea rose, very healthy, and overall it's a nice rose to have. The next two roses are two new additions to the garden, and the first one is Earth Angel by Kordes. It has many different names like Christiana, Duchess Christiana, La Belle Rouette, Parfuma, Earth Angel, or Secret Parfuma. I know this one will be a very difficult one to grow in my climate, but I decided to give it a go because I'm in love with those types of flowers. I love the cup shape and the gradual color transition. It's darker pink on the inside on the middle and lighter on the edge. I planted it in a pot because I wanted to be able to control better some conditions, and I am even thinking to putting this one into the polytunnel to protect it from the rain if need will be. The second new addition to my garden is Rose Cinderella. This is a climbing rose, also by Kordes. It seems that lately I like a lot Kordes roses, and for a good reason. This is also known as Cinderella Fairy Tale or La Giralda. I decided to plant this one in a pot and to choose a fairly large one because I would like to have this climbing in the front of the house, either next to the door or maybe on the fence. It has mild fragrance but very pleasant, and so far I'm very happy with this one. Still here in the front of the house I have Rose Black Bacarra by Meilland. This is also available under the name Painted Black. This is a hybrid tea, very classic rose shape, the one you will buy from a florist. It has no fragrance, but the flowers, they will easily last for 2 weeks. This is a baby rose, and this is the only flower that gave me so far, but I see a new basil shoot that is coming, so that's very exciting. Also in a pot I have the next rose, and that's Roald Dahl by David Austin. This is also a new rose to me this year, and so far is doing great. I'm very happy with the growth. The flowers had a very nice fragrance. They don't scatter in a day or two like other David Austin, so they last quite a while on the plant. I like the different color depending on how old the flowers are. The one that recently opened, they are more of a yellow, and the one that has a few days, they are more lighter in color and even towards a pink, a shade of pink. It's a healthy rose, and so far I'm very happy with this one. Another rose that makes me very happy every time I see it is Rose Distant Drums. This is also a new rose to me this year. I got this one as a bare root this winter. I think it has such a beautiful, unique blend of colors. This is an American rose bred by Griffith, and it's available in UK through C&K Jones, and if you are lucky enough you can find it in stock. I think this is the second flower for this year, but it's doing okay, and I cannot wait for this one to grow. So far it seems to be a healthy rose. Speaking of unusual roses, the next one is Koko Loko by Betard. It is also known as Soul Sister. I definitely like this rose, and I love the fact that it has a different color underneath the petal. This is still a baby rose, but looks very promising. Another baby rose for me that I like it very much is Alexandra of Kent by David Austin. This is a very promising rose, nice flower, it's very fragrant, it's looking healthy, and it's looking absolutely stunning against this lavender. The next two roses I showed you before in my previous tour, but I cannot make this garden tour without showing them as well and without praising them for how much they flower the whole time. And they are Dannahue and Olivia Austin, both by David Austin. From this spring, when they start flowering, they had flowers on the bush any given time. Sometimes it's very nice to have flowers in different stages, so you always have something to enjoy. As you can see, they are full of buds, and the second flush will be spectacular. Here at the back of the garden, I have Rose Leonardo Da Vinci by Meilland. This one is on the second flush and is doing amazing. I absolutely love the flowers and I cannot recommend it enough, even if it has no fragrance. I almost cried today when I wanted to place this goose bird behind the rose and I accidentally broke a stem with 9 buds. This is a very prolific rose. You can see it has more buds to come. And the flowers last a good length of time. As you can see, the foliage is very healthy without any special treatment. I will absolutely love to get my hands on red Leonardo da Vinci. I guess that will make a very good red rose. A not so good rose to me, a bit of a disappointment, is Rose James Galway by David Austin. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the flowers, but I think the rose is either putting down roots and is taking a while to establish, or it's not such a good performer. It only gave me just a few flowers this year. I know they need a few years to establish, but I have many young roses and they gave me far more flowers. Here I want to show you an update on my rose baby Iceberg. This is a rose in a pot that is doing very well. It has never been without a flower this year. Not too much of a fragrance, but it's a very floriferous rose. And the last rose for today is Sunny Sky by Kordes. It grew this massive cane this year with a lot of buds and fairly big flowers. It has a medium fragrance and it's a very healthy rose. I hope you enjoyed today's garden tour. Please subscribe if you want to support the channel and let me know in the comments down below what's your favorite rose. If you are curious to see what I am doing to take care of my roses, you can continue watching this series of 2 episodes with maintenance work around my roses through the summer. Until next time, take care and enjoy your roses.